Hello everyone, StudiousToe here, and welcome to the Bagel Nation. Today we're going to be finishing up a game of Geoguessr, so let's get to it. We're not having the best game in the world. We're only at 10,000 points after 3 rounds. Had a couple of really rough maps so far. But I think we might just be in for more of the same, actually. I'm looking around. Looking pretty European. Was that car... Are we looking at the left side of the road? Or we're looking at the right side, I think. Yeah, we're driving on the right. Correct? Yeah, we're driving on the right side of the road. So, not the UK. We might be looking at more, is this... I believe AS is in Brazil, is it not? Isn't, States would be AS. Looks more European, but it could be Brazil. Definitely not gonna rule that out if I can. Be certainly helpful. Is Amazonas? Is that AS roads? That looks a lot like the Brazilian road system. What are the states? We're looking for a state that would be AS. There we go. We can just see all of them. Are we not gonna find an AS? AM. I thought it was AM. Okay, I guess AS isn't a La Pola Laviana. Pola de la Laviana. AS. Do we get AS in Spain then? And or Portugal? We get A's in Portugal. Keep looking for a little bit before we lock ourselves into a country. Make sure we're in that country. Okay, right side of the road, yeah. Actually, we might wanna... This might be more useful. Wait, here's a map. SM5, AS... Where have we seen AS roads? AS. AS. We've been looking at... that France A64, that's the same coloring. SM. Oviedo. We've seen that before. Like right there. 63, so we're looking for 64. Alright. I'm feeling pretty good about saying we're in Spain at this point. I think there's also a town in Florida called Oviedo. Or something pretty similar. So back that direction-ish. So north is Oviedo and 64. There's 64. So yeah, there's an AS road. There's 119, there's 17, we're looking for 117. And presumably somewhere, and 119, well there's 119. And SM... SM5. I know this is a particularly captivating moment, me trying to figure out what all roads I need to be looking for. 119 is on there? And so is 64. 64. And those are both, we're heading in the same direction to get to those. And those are, I guess, north. Get to those roads. But I might be wrong. 117 is there. And that is forward for us. So there's 117. And that is south. Oviedo and Santander are in the same direction. I mean, we've got it pretty narrowed down. It's just figuring out exactly where we're looking. Entrance to a commercial zone, a industrial zone, SM5, Usontronito and Carrocera. SM5, that's what we haven't found yet. Find SM5, there we go. El Entrego. So that's not in the entrance. Okay. Is this where we are? Pardon my frequent throat clearing. Facing south, so I mean we're right in here. That's 49, 90 points, I bet, where we are right now. I don't remember how far away we started though, so I want to say it was like right around here though. I feel like I don't think we've come very far. Okay, this sign will give us some good information on directionalness. Come up here maybe, is that a better? So when we're facing north, I guess that'll be, yeah, that when we're headed northeast from here, then we're about to turn right northwest rather. I don't know how directions work. And then we'll be northwest. And then we'll be headed north. Pretty much just regular north. And we are on A117, so I'm thinking that count as actual north. Then AS119 and then 64. Yeah, that makes sense based on where we are. And SM5 would be in this direction, presumably. AS117, kilometer 11. I don't think we usually get kilometer markers on. We get mile markers on US maps generally, but. So then SM5. I mean, we know where we are. So what's my problem? I don't know. But, okay, let's go back to the start so we can figure out exactly. Oh, yeah, we were right here. So if we are facing north, and the road is running a little bit northwest, and we are right about here. I mean, can we get any better than that? I think that's pretty. Probably can. We're a little further back, but other than that, I think that is exactly where we are. 6 yards off. So yeah, and in less than 10 minutes, and I'd say that's pretty good. So we got at least one good score. We could still top 20,000 if we have a good round, but I am not feeling so optimistic at the moment about that. Guarda su distancia? Guard your distance? Guard su? Guard your distance? Watch your distance? Don't follow too closely, I assume. And don't pass. Oh wait, that probably tells us what road we're on. Kilometers an hour. That looks like an American interstate sign, but the kilometers an hour mean that it's not. Or at least a US sign. Let's see if we get a better view of it from this, so we can... Oh, this is not what you think it is. Okay, so that sign did tell us where we were, but I think it said 54, but it didn't. I didn't get a good enough look at the shield and the emblem to know what kind of road we're looking for. Yeah, we could still get a good score. We can still get a good score. I mean, it feels a little American. We could be looking Canada. I believe the number was 54, but now I've forgotten. I mean, everything feels kind of American. Not too American. Well, and palm trees. That throws you off. I could definitely see this being Canada. They have palm trees in British Columbia. I assume that means relatively near the coast, but again, you know, I don't know things. Was that could have been the Maple Leaf Road sign? Maybe that's what we're looking at? Or what we were looking at? Canadian Highway 1. Don't know, man. Don't know. 54, I believe, was the number, but probably should go back and look. We have a sign of another one soon. Let's check this. Okay, that's just a curve in the road. Let's go back and check that sign one more time. See if we can get a better angle, maybe. Probably should have been more diligent. Oh, hey, look, it's the Google car. We get to see the Google car. Wow, a rare glimpse into what I believe is the Google car. Backtrack a little bit on my... Oh, no, it's a little further. Does that say deer? No, no drinking? Oh, no, 2 cars passing. Goodness, I thought that was like 4 wine glasses. But yeah, don't drink and drive. It's... At least here in the States, we've... I mean, you either learn it or you don't, but... we've kind of got that drilled into us. Okay, here we go. Okay, stupid thing is blurred out. Where did... Press forward. I can't read what the top of the thing says, but... I think we're just working on a hunch that this is Canada, aren't we? We don't actually know. We are driving the right-hand side of the road, yeah. So... Well, let's keep going in this direction for a little while. And let's zoom out. Get a better quality view of the world. Take advantage of that 1080p. Well, technically we're like 900 something p because of the cropping that's happening. And let's see what this sign says. Puente El Fraile. I want to say that's maybe French? I don't know. Which would go with Canada, or could go with France, though these roads don't go with Canada. These dashed lines on the outside, that I think is kind of a Scandinavian thing, but I mean the vehicles feel very North American, but Puente El Fraile. Don't, I mean, I don't know. we're on Mexico hype. Mexico hype. Mexico 54. Man, doesn't look well. Now that you say Mexico, it doesn't look very Canadian. But for a while, it looked Canadian. Okay. Well, I guess I don't have any reason that I would know what the Mexican, I guess, highway system signs look like, but I don't know. 54. So we could be potentially right by the border. That would explain, you know, the American influence. I mean, why everything looks kind of like America. We're at kilometer 68 on, I mean, we can pinpoint where we are. Oh shoot, this won't tell us, will it? It's pretty much just American interstates in my experience that tell you exactly where you are. We need more detail. Dr. Gonzalez? Is that like a town name, really? Ooh, but... It looks like we're getting... The road is, you know, having this weird, a weird way to add a lane. Okay, it looked weird going the other way. Oh, San Luis. San Luis. I mean, we could just follow 54 until we see San Luis or something to that effect. I don't think we're in Monterrey because that's a pretty big city. It's like 4 million people. If I remember correctly. I listen to a podcast that has has a person occasionally on it. Pretty rarely, actually. Who's from Monterrey. Okay, I may not enjoy. We're looking for San Luis. I assume it's not gonna be that big of a city or anything, but okay, let's keep going. Let's keep looking somewhere. I don't know where, just somewhere. Which direction? That's not the direction we're headed. This direction. So we're headed into, presumably into town, maybe. La Venadera, Carilis, Cuero. Something. It's something. I don't know what it is, but it is something. Well, it's just a passing lane, I guess, or a turning lane. See what this sign says. 23.5, a Suderka. Okay, we're not gonna be able to read the finer print of that sign. Ponte las. I'm starting to feel actually kind of tired. Boys and girls at home. Take a nap. I'm liking the nice background music. I hope it sounds good on. What's the thing called? The internet? YouTube? Is it one of your YouTubes? What? Something... Whoa. Come on. It's not a license plate, Google. Nuevo Repueblo? Nuevo Repueblo? Can we go that way? Would we want to go that way? Looks like it's a smaller road, and it also looks like we can't go that way, so it's probably fine. In general, just find bigger roads, kids. That's my biggest advice of Geoguessr. Okay, 54. What is this? Oh, an 86. So if we can find 54 and 86, there's 85. We will be pretty in business. Pretty in business goodly. All nice like. I'm very suddenly getting very tired. Just so you know. Thought I was gonna be able to have another game of Geoguessr on me, but I don't think that's gonna happen tonight. I was up actually pretty early this morning now that I'm thinking about it. It snowed today, and I woke up, or snowed early this morning, and I woke up, and earlier even than I was intending to watch the snow come and go. And I just went through a lot of that without really looking at what I was doing. I'm looking for 86. We might not be zoomed in far enough. And also 54D. I don't know what the distinction is, the D for distinction. But, well, they go parallel. Maybe that's 54D. I don't know. Who knows, man? Seralvo and Nuevo Repueblo. San Marcos. I mean, you know, seems like that's kind of an unnecessary bridge. Like you go the longest, one of the longest possible paths, and you could just, you know, there's already a road over here. I don't know how big a deal. I mean, it's probably a bigger deal than I think it is. But I mean, and like that, like that's just. I mean, I guess if you want to go from there to there, but that one, even though it's a longer bridge and like you could just go. There's a straighter point that's a shorter shot. I don't know. Maybe that's a. It could be dealing with weird topography or something. You know, weird geography. I don't know. Pueblo. Okay, so this is a pretty big. I mean, right now I'm gonna guess right on the Mexico sign. If I have to. But we'll go for another 5 or 10 minutes for locking in our guess. Is this right? I don't remember which direction we were headed. Kilometer, I mean, we were looking at kilometer markers in the 60s. So, presumably 60 kilometers, you know, from the end. Monterrey is 64 miles to the west-ish. I think that means we're, like, right near the border? Based on... Wait, where's the, 54? 54, so yeah, heading west to Monterrey, and yeah, and then up. So that means, is that about 20 kilometers then? Based on those numbers, then this is 19 kilometers. So then just essentially triple that or so. 1, 2, 3. And that should be about where we are. Does that put us about 60 miles, I guess just from, or 60 kilometers from the border? That would work. We're probably looking maybe a little further this way. Okay, well, let's find our starting spot. Guard your distance. A long straight way. And 71 kilometers, so that's, we can, I think that's a pretty good distance to justify. I'm pretty confident that's like 4,800 points, maybe even 4,900 points we're looking at there. I don't know if, I mean, we're gonna have to get pretty anal if we wanna get any more points than get that kind of anal. That looks like the appropriate kind of. Are we headed? We're kind of headed east. Let's just see if this. Just branch off. theory at the moment is that we're like right about that. Is there a place called Los Angeles? Los Angeles, this direction? That works. Then up here there should be a turn to the right a little bit. And if so, then I think I know where we are. If not, come on, just give me what I want. What a day. I think we've probably gone too far at this point to be exactly where I think we are. Yeah. Okay, so that theory isn't. I don't think that's where we are. Los Angeles. I wouldn't be surprised at all if there was a Los Angeles in Mexico. Go back to the start one more time. We traveled in this direction. So it's straight for a while, and you're headed east. Then it turns to the left. I feel pretty good about where the arrow is right now. It's like about 72 kilometers. Yeah, that might be pretty close. Let's see, if we head in this direction, and we should be looking at relatively soon a curve to the left and then a curve to the right. Maybe. That would be our curve to the left. Seems too straight. Too long. But there is a curve to the right, so I think this could be where we are. At kind of the middle of this whole thing. I don't know. I feel reasonably good about this guess, so I'm gonna go ahead and just make it. And call it a day. Yeah, that was pretty close. We lost 2 points on that? I mean, give me a break, Geoguessr. Okay, so we did manage to top 20,000 points, so pretty good game. We had another really good game. I don't know, I kind of took a little bit of a break from Geoguessr with the school starting back up, and now I'm kind of making them as I can, and I don't know, I think I've gotten better at some point. Remember what happened. That was dead on the money, this was dead on the money, and then we had 3 guesses earlier, so the break helped. So 2, and I mean, even these weren't that bad. Those were each like 3,000 points, I think. In the 3,000 neighborhood, so pretty good game. But that's going to wrap things up for this video. So on behalf of everyone here at the Bagel Nation, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like down below. This music is delightful. Please leave a like down below if you enjoyed the video. I appreciate it a great deal. And leave a comment if you want to chat. Tell me what you got on this map, if you did the challenge along with me. Just if you want to chat. And if you want to see more videos from me in the future, such as other playthroughs of Geoguessr, other playthroughs of this war of mine, or any of my content from the game Besiege, please subscribe. It's the best way to keep up with what I'm doing. Thank you so much for watching, and on behalf of everyone here at the Bagel Nation, thank you so much for coming, and enjoy your stay in the Bagel Nation. Bye.